Pines from Pines & Co. I've been working with restaurants for a little more than 10 years on the accounting side. Started my business around 3 years ago. We specialize in the outsourced bookkeeping for restaurants and also what we call the outsourced controller, where we help restaurants manage cash flow and help them to try to save money. Right now, the business is 11 people, including myself. Coincidentally, our first or second client is here, Liz from King David Tacos, who is still a client today. Great bookkeeping is one of the key foundations for a great restaurant. It helps provide valuable insight, gives you data. When margins are tight, hope isn't really the best solution. You want to have solid data to help you make better decisions. Many restaurant owners neglect bookkeeping altogether. So a lot of them look at it as a sort of a tool for compliance, for just something to get your tax return done. But in reality, solid bookkeeping can work hand in hand with the owner to help them be more profitable, help them be more efficient, and help them grow. One of the main things that we do with restaurant owners is to help them manage cash flow. Many restaurant owners have been in this situation before. It's the middle of the month, cash is tight, cash for payroll is coming out the next day, and then they realize that, hey, there's not enough money for payroll, and then it's not uncommon that payroll doesn't get paid, which is never a good thing. One thing I've seen also is restaurant owners managing their business off the bank account. The bank account is high, they think things are good. The bank account is low, they think things are bad. But when you manage your business off the bank account, you're missing out on a lot of things. For example, there could be a big payment coming due the next day. So even if you have a high cash balance, all that's going to go away pretty quickly the following day. Having an accurate accounts payable aging is extremely important. Accounts payable aging shows you all the money that's due to vendors at any given time, as well with the due dates. A really good practice is to review that once a week, just so you can predict the cash flow over the next few weeks. One valuable tool with good bookkeeping is you know the relationships with the vendors. Some vendors are gonna stop delivering if you're 5 minutes late on a payment. Two of the biggest costs for a restaurant, or one is prime costs, but that includes COGS and labor. COGS is cost of goods sold, which is all the ingredients that you're buying. One valuable tool that we like to use, it's called the trailing 12-month P&L. So basically what that does is you can look at the profit and loss statement over the last 12 periods, and you can look for anomalies between the last 2 months. There's a tool that we like to use called Margin Edge, where we scan all the invoices. That it helps with all the analysis. There's a feature in there with price alerts, where if you can set alerts where if prices of a certain item goes above a certain point, Margin Edge will alert you. Then you can reach out to the vendor. It also has a recipe costing tool where you can have up-to-date cost of your dishes. It updates in real time based on the latest prices that you bought from your vendors. Good people should really pay close attention to the invoices. That's definitely a good practice that we like to see, to make sure the person receiving the items actually marks it off as received. The attention to detail is critical. Having good bookkeeping practices can help prevent fraud. Bookkeeper makes sure that all the cash that is supposed to get to the bank actually makes it there. One practice that we like to see is taking an inventory. The numbers really help paint a picture of what's actually happening behind the scenes.